Long time no review, people. It's been a while since I've seen you guys at YouTube land, and boy have I missed you guys. But I will be doing some reviews for you. Today is actually a review, and it is a review on the blue skin that Hujoo has to offer. This one in particular is actually a Hujoo girl. That's what it's labeled on the site. It's got some nice different facial features from the other ones that Hujoo has to offer. Awesome, awesome, awesome if you're totally into the fantasy colors and all that jazz and making, you know, different cool characters that have, you know, different colored skin. Definitely awesome if you're looking for that super awesome, cool, affordable way to purchase a character that you may want to have. So as always, let me throw some specs out to you before I go ahead and show you more and more of this awesome blue gal here. She is 24 centimeters tall. Her head is 19 centimeters of a girth. That means you're going to need a 7/8 wig, aka MSD wigs will work on these guys here. Very, very important with the eyes. You're going to need a 20 millimeter eye. Anything smaller might look kind of weird. Unless you're going for that, but usually 20 millimeter eyes work really well. I highly suggest the Hujoo animatic eyes. Those fit these guys perfectly. We have a 10.5 chest, an 8 centimeter waist, and then hips at 11 centimeters. Now your feet are going to be another interesting one. These feet are 3.5 centimeters. Luckily, the Junky spot does sell shoes for these guys if you're looking for that. And if you're looking for some other routes to go, oddly enough, Ken shoes can fit onto these guys. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and do the review. Yeah! So our blue Hujoo girl that we have here has some interesting key features that does separate her from the other Hujoos that they have that are in the 24-26 centimeter range. Her face being one of the main things, obviously. She is labeled just as the Hujoo girl. There are a couple other different models that are available right now, and you can purchase them at the Junky spot. But this is the face for the Hujoo girl. She's got these kind of almost like cat-shaped eye look thing going on with her eyes, which probably would make a super duper cool looking female character here. She's got some really cute little pouty lips. She has a very nice defined profile for her side profile here. And she's got this cute little nose. So like the rest of our cool little Hujoo friends, this girl comes with the eyelets that help you put the eyes into place. As you can see, there's like a dip in the eyelet itself. You'd stick the stem facing the bottom and your eye towards on the top, so that way it's cupping the eye. And this works really well for those big eyes. If you have the 20 centimeter eyes and like the animatic eyes, you can slip those into these and it'll hold your eyes into place for you, and you don't have to worry about eye putty or anything like that. Now, removing head caps are always fun on Hujoos because there isn't really like magnets or anything like that. They use a peg system, so you're gonna have to go back and forth and you have to be patient with it. They are plastic, so you do want to be careful. As you can see, I have mine off now. And here you see the elastic. This is where the magic happens, how your doll is being held together. Generally, you really don't need to restring Hujoos when you get them because they're strung so nicely. In the event that you do have to restring them, they're very simple, just like your basic BJDs. You have strings for your arms and for your legs. And everything, I mean, everything is nice right now, so you really honestly shouldn't have to do that. So you'll notice in your head cap you have 2 pegs, and those are located on top of where the eyes are. Then you have one that is underneath this one down here. Those match together, and that's what opens and closes and keeps your head together. So there's nothing wrong if you notice that one peg is higher than the other. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just normal. That's pretty standard, and that's how you're gonna open and close your Hujoo doll. It's just a peg system. There's no magnets or anything like that, just pegs. The bodies are pretty much the same. If you've seen my Hujoo Berry or my Hujoo Wings or my Hujoo Jake video, This is going to be kind of a repeat of that because everything is pretty much the same as far as the bodies are concerned. Alrighty, so taking a look at pretty much everything, we'll start off with the head first. As you notice, they are made of plastic. So things like this, which is technically, I guess you could call a seam line, I mean, not uncommon. It's not like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy, like weird looking or anything like that. It's just a seam line. Honestly, no big deal. And same thing for up here. So if you ever get your dolls in and you're wondering what those are, it's just that's how they're cast. Not too much of a crazy thing. So on the top, you have the Hujoo insignia. This is their head cap, and that's what they mark on their heads. That's pretty cool. As far as heads go, as far as the range of motion goes, it's actually pretty good. We can tilt to an extent to the sides, side to side. You can look left, you can look right. Whoa, wants to look this way. We can definitely look up, and we can somewhat like that look down. Extension of the arms are really, really nice, and she can hold them by herself. She can bend them as well. I mean, it looks like they look like single joints that are here, but really like just her mobility for a little small, very inexpensive doll is really nice. So I mean, for what you're paying, it does quite a lot, which is nice. If you're just looking for like a little character to put together and you don't want to like break the bank. Wrists, there's a floating piece here. That's just for mobility and just to help keep poses and all that fun stuff. Our waist, which is actually really nicely sculpted. I got a little belly button and all that fun stuff there. Got a little bit of definition going on there. She can move from side to side like this. She can move back, forward, all that jazz really nicely. The fun part is down here when you get to this thigh piece right here. Like I've mentioned in the other videos concerning these dolls, Hujoo is becoming really cool and infamous for putting in interesting joints that will click into place. And this thigh joint down here has one of those structures down here. So you notice it's got like a crown looking piece on top, and then it's got those slots that are there. That's because it does swivel, the thigh does swivel, but once you swivel it, it locks it into place. So you're not going to get it. You really have to twist it again with a real good twist in order for it to move, which is really cool because you don't have to sway it or anything down there. So down here you'll see another notch and its corresponding crevice, I guess you could say. It fits into that place there, and it kind of will lock it into place there as well. So a very smart design. I mean, You gotta keep in mind, people, that this is not a very expensive doll. It is very affordable, and for what you're paying and what it actually does, it's pretty amazing. You gotta give them that. So that's really cool what they can do and the little joints that they've incorporated. Going down to our knees here, we do actually have some what appears, what you can say as a double jointed action going on. So she bends her knee all the way like this. Really, really nice. And you get down to the ankle, nothing too, crazy. It's just, an ankle. So you can pull it back. There's no other, like, ball sockets that are attached to it. It's just this. So, and because it's just that, really honestly, you really can only, move it probably just side to side, and that's pretty much it. But I mean, really honestly, you're not probably going to do anything crazy with the feet. The things you're more concerned about are, the knees and the arms and it being able to sit and all that jazz. So these are great little dolls. They do stand quite nicely. She's standing on my table right now. Sitting, as long as you lock her into the correct position, she'll sit there for you too. You move her little arms. You can cross her arms here. She'll sit as well. She can even get into like a little kneeling position. Overall, I actually really like these little Hujoo dolls, mainly if you're looking to create like chibi-istic characters. A lot of people and a lot of my friends, as far as, they're concerned, whenever they come and see these dolls in specific, they're always just like, why do they have such big heads? And really honestly, this is not the only company that makes dolls with huge heads like this. And like I said, it's really good if you're gonna do like a little characterized doll. I have a purple Hujoo wings, and I decided to make him into a Spike, like a little My Little Ponies character. And I mean, that's generally, you know, the cool thing about it with these kinds of models is that you can do something like that. Like I've said several times in the video, it's not gonna break your bank to get these dolls. If you're looking to, you know, maybe experiment and see if you want to get into this hobby, if you like it, these are a good little test. You know, you can do face-ups on them. You can customize them. Very, very affordable dolls and pretty cool things that they can do. If you are curious and if you want to see more of these dolls, I highly recommend that you mosey on over to the Junky Spot. That is www.junkyspot.com. And I hope this is helpful for anyone that was curious about the blue skin dolls that Hujoo is now selling and that you can get off of the Junky Spot. They don't only just make them just for the Hujoo girl in blue. You can actually get them in some of the other models. Highly recommend you check them out. And check out the other colors as well. They're really, really cool. I'm going to put a link, right here for the purple wings review that I did if you are curious about the purple skinned dolls. And then I'm going to do another link right here if you're curious about the Hujoo Jake and wings. I did a video on that as well if you are curious about more of these awesome Hujoo dolls. And that's about it. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you guys in another video very soon.